Welcome. My name is Sonja Maria Devi, and I'm going to speak to you today about self love. And I know that this word self love has been used a lot in recent times, and yet, do we really understand how can we actually experience self love? So rather than just thinking about it, talking about it, feeling like we should love ourselves, how do we actually really experience that? And how do we create a life where we are actually guided from a place of deep self-love? That's what I want to speak to you about today and give you some guidance on how you can do that. So, self love, a lot of women and men really struggle with this. And I just want to say that the reason so many people experience this is that it comes from has very deep roots. Often it comes from our parents and our lineage, and it shows up in ourselves, in our thoughts, in our relationships that we choose, in the decisions that we make, and also how we choose to live our everyday life. So it affects everything in our life. And uh, it comes back to actually how we feel inside of our bodies. And so this is where we can work. This is where we can actually find the self-love inside our bodies. Because when we feel connected and loved and nourished, then this is self-love. When we can feel the love in our bodies. And then from that place, we make decisions that are very honoring of ourselves, and our whole life changes. So, how do we experience that? How do we actually create that? So, one thing that I've experienced through being a healer is when I place my hands on the body of someone who doesn't experience self-love, someone who's not doesn't feel very connected to themselves and loving with themselves, that there's this kind of sense of emptiness around their heart and around their bellies. You can actually feel that there hasn't been nourishment and energy and attention and honoring given at these places. And the beautiful thing is that we can turn that around ourselves. Like healthy, nourishing relationships are an amazing way of creating this sense of love and nourishment in the body, but we can do that ourselves. And it's actually so simple. The only thing is that we need to commit to it. We need to commit to showing up for ourselves and connecting with our bodies. So, this is how you can do it, how you can begin this right now and begin to implement that into your life. Just place your hands at your heart space and place your hands in a way that you can really feel them, that you can really feel your hands connecting to your heart. And let yourself kind of really feel those sensations. And you might notice that your breath gets a little bit deeper already. And you can take a bit of time with this, just feeling those sensations and also anything that comes up as you feel that. And then you can just check in with yourself. How do I feel right now? What's moving in me right now? Is there any emotions that are arising right now that I need to be with, that I can acknowledge and tend to with my presence and my loving attention? And use the breath. As things come up and feelings come up, all you really need to do is breathe and acknowledge that this is what you're feeling. And so this process can take anything from 2 minutes to an hour or whatever. You can spend the whole day doing it. You want to also, complete the process consciously. So maybe with like one last deep breath, and you might want to use that time to make an intention to keep on nourishing yourself and honoring yourself as you move into your day. And I really challenge you to commit yourself to really cultivating this connection with yourself in this way. You can place your hands at your heart or any other part of your body, but just, do it regularly, do it every day, and you're going to notice that you feel differently in your body, and you have this time to process your emotions so that they don't get messy and overwhelming. So enjoy this connection. This You have the power to connect to your body and to connect to the love inside your body. So make that time and make that space to connect with yourself. Sending you so much love.